Right, hi. Okay, so there's this, because I haven't been making videos for a couple of years. People on YouTube don't know that I've been watching this series. I've discovered this amazing web series, right? It's called AFK, Absent from Keyboard. And it's about role-playing games, you know, like virtual reality role-playing games. And so I discovered it about a year ago, I think. I'm trying to get people on G Plus interested in it, but no one seems to be that interested. What it is, it started off the first series was 12 episodes, and they're only 10 minutes. First series was 12 episodes, and they're only 10 minutes. Right, it's quite low budget. It's filmed in New Zealand. Right. When I say low budget, it's professional, but it's just low budget, you know. There's lots of things I like about it, so much stuff. I'm going to try and get out quickly what's so great about this series. One, right, is that it's filmed in a way that is more old-fashioned than a lot of modern films and Hollywood stuff. They're not. What I really don't like about modern films is the quick changing of scenes from one scene to another, one camera angle to another. You know, every second they're changing the camera angle and the stuff. You know, and I just find it really tiresome. So I don't really watch a lot of modern movies because they're designed to sort of lower your attention span and dumb you down. So I don't like watching them. Whereas this is more old-fashioned. It's not dumbing you down, right? That's one great reason to watch it. The acting's pretty good. It's not brilliant. I mean, it's not, you know, but it's not bad at all. It doesn't seem cardboardy. It seems pretty good, you know. So that's another reason. The plot is just fun. These people are not really giving anything away, but these people wake up in this virtual reality, and it's kind of like a bit of like Lord of the Rings kind of thing. All different characters, like you've got trolls and gnomes and elves, and then humans. You know, it's based on a role-play game, so I don't actually play role-play games, but I understand the concept of like these things and virtual reality. Now, there's some great stuff, but I just want to read you a quote from this. We're in the second season now. It's just come out yesterday, I think. Episode 4 of season 2. There's these women. Two women are talking, and the first one says, "Life has no meaning. It's devoid of morality or divine oversight, and is ultimately pointless." And the other woman says, "Well, that's not exactly the pep talk I was expecting." And then the other woman says, "But it's the best knowledge of all. You stop looking outside yourself for meaning. You concentrate on the things that really matter, like personal happiness, happiness of those you care for. You create your own meaning," right? So I really like that. That to me is the reason behind why people should do the work, why I've done the work. That's it. Life hasn't got a meaning. There's no point to it, you know. So you have to make your own point. You have to make your own meaning from it, right? So that's what it's all about. That's one of the main. That's the reason really for doing the work. You're developing your own well-being, your own happiness, and bringing meaning into your existence, right? Because otherwise there isn't one, unless you get outside sort of meaning. This is why a lot of people turn to religion to sort of because they want to get some meaning into their life. But I think it's better to do it yourself. Don't have someone else give you a meaning. Find your own meaning. That's more empowering. It's more personalized. You're going to get a lot more satisfaction from it. Okay. The other thing that I think is really interesting, because it's a virtual reality thing where the people didn't plan on this virtual reality. They didn't come there deliberately. They all wake up and they suddenly find themselves in this real life virtual reality game, you know. And there's a lot of parallels, right? Having done a lot of research myself and done a lot of thinking, I come to this conclusion that this world is a virtual reality anyway. I've determined that it's a mathematical certainty that this reality is a virtual reality. It's a mathematical certainty. It's not up for debate. It's not something that I merely believe. It's fact. It cannot be otherwise. I've gone over this before, in one of my other videos, so I'm not going to go over it now in detail. But yeah, some of the other stuff about it that I think is really good. There's some really great humor in there. So it's fun to watch. I watched the first series about 4 times. I generally don't watch things like this over and over again unless they're really good. Now, most of the videos, they've got over 300 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down. The people who watch them really like them. Nobody seems to not like them. They are extremely well received on YouTube, although they're not as popular perhaps as they could be. When it comes to actual ratings of thumbs up and thumbs down, they get huge amounts of thumbs up and virtually no thumbs down. So I really highly recommend watching them. There's a lot of parallels that I find you can learn about this world by watching it and thinking about the fact that, we are in a virtual reality anyway. Okay. So I can't talk about too much of it because it'll give it away. But I feel like I've said enough now so that it should make you want to watch it. If you're interested in doing the work, then I recommend it for that reason, because it's a good thing to reflect on, the fact that, and just to remind yourself that we're in a virtual reality, not to take things too seriously, and to try, to think outside the box. This is about one of the aspects of doing the work, is to develop your consciousness and have a better understanding of reality, because knowledge is power. The more you can understand, the more you can benefit from this existence. So I just watched just a few minutes ago, I just finished watching an Alex Jones, David Icke conversation. Seems like a recent one. They're talking about the influx of Muslim peoples into Europe. It's like something out of Lord of the Rings. I don't really mean these people are orcs, but along with the genuine refugees, you're getting a lot of like bad people who haven't really got a genuine reason to come to Europe, but they're coming here just to get into Europe to sort of take advantage of European ease. They're talking about the rapes in Germany, how the government, instead of like trying to clamp down on these people, they're telling the women to not wear short skirts and not go around on their own, as if it was, you've got to cater to the whims of these like refugees and sort of people coming in, who in Arab countries a lot of the time there's basically nothing happens. If men rape women, if they can get away with it, they're never going to get prosecuted. Only the women will get stoned. You know, the women will get stoned and murdered and killed, but the men who've raped them, they get away. Nothing happens to them. Yeah, dear. Anyway, they're also talking about the agenda to get everybody on, like, using smartphones, and eventually to download their consciousnesses into this big virtual reality, like yeah. So I'm probably going off topic a bit now. So if you just come to this video just to watch about the web series review, that's about it now. Finished with that. So I'm just going to talk about a few other things that I think are related. So we're already in a virtual reality. Why do we need another virtual reality? We're already in a virtual reality. We don't need another one, surely. A virtual reality, like a bubble within a bubble, you know. I think these people are mad. You know, these the people that run this world, the power people. You know, I just think they're crazy. You know, some of what they say kind of makes sense. They want to reduce the population down and create like life extension technology. I mean, that seems quite, you know, good. But the thing is, they've been working from behind the scenes for thousands of years. What are they trying to do? You know, they've helped to create all the problems that they're now. Then they use all these laws to divide and conquer people. You'd have to watch the David Icke and Alex Jones show, because they clarify it better than I can. I don't particularly like Alex Jones or David Icke, but I do like to watch them occasionally, because it's like it's the new version of the news. You know, they keep up to date with modern stuff, and so I like to watch them occasionally, just to sort of get an idea of what's going on from a sort of from their point of view. But I do find them a bit fear porn. It's like a bit of fear porn too. You know, that's why I don't really watch them that much, because it makes me feel paranoid and creeped out by everything. So how are we doing for time? Oh, right, 13 minutes. Okay, it's dragging on. I think that's it. Really, that's about as much as I wanted to say. Yeah. So, is there anything else about the review? No, but it's one of the best things. If you like Lord of the Rings, if you like the old Star Trek series, there's a lot of like interesting thoughts put down in the conversations in AFK, and some interesting ideas, and it's just a really good fun watch, and it works in harmony with the work, as far as I'm concerned. There's some really interesting stuff in there about that. So yeah, I'll stop the video here. Okay, thanks for watching.